The Titanic was a British passenger liner that it was built in the early 1900s and famously sank on its maiden voyage in 1912, with over 1,500 people losing their lives. The Titanic was built in Belfast, Northern Ireland, and was one of 3 ships in the Olympic class. It was the largest ship in the world at the time, measuring 882 feet long and 92 feet wide. The ship was designed to be luxurious and had amenities such as a swimming pool, Turkish bath, and a gymnasium. It also had the latest in safety technology, such as watertight compartments and a double-bottomed hull. On April 10, 1912, the Titanic set sail from Southampton, England, on its maiden voyage to New York City. However, just 4 days later, on April 14, the ship struck an iceberg in the North Atlantic and began to sink. Despite the efforts of the crew and the rescue ships that were sent to help, the Titanic ultimately sank on the morning of April 15, 1912. The sinking of the Titanic has been attributed to a number of factors. One of the main causes was the ship's speed. The Titanic was traveling at close to its top speed when it hit the iceberg, which made it much harder for the crew to steer the ship away from danger. Additionally, the ship's watertight compartments were not sealed properly, which allowed water to flood multiple compartments and caused the ship to sink. Another factor that contributed to the sinking was the lack of lifeboats. The Titanic was designed to carry 64 lifeboats, but only 20 were on board, which was not enough to accommodate all of the passengers and crew. This meant that many people had to jump into the freezing water, where they quickly succumbed to hypothermia. The sinking of the Titanic was a tragedy that shook the world and led to significant changes in maritime safety regulations. Today, the story of the Titanic continues to fascinate people around the world, with books, movies, and documentaries all exploring different aspects of the ship's history. While the Titanic is remembered for its tragic end, it is also important to remember the bravery and heroism of those who worked to save as many lives as possible.